It was an explosion heard around the world. A terrorist attack inside Russia's Domodedovo airport killed at least 35 people and injured another 180. A massive explosion in Moscow became an international story.
Terrorism experts immediately suspected rebels from the Russian province of Chechnya.
Analyst Andrew Cutchins says rebels in the northern Caucasus region of Russia, from Chechnya, Ingushetia, Dagestan, are fighting for an independent, mostly Islamic republic.
Most U.S. reports were quick to conclude why the attacks took place.
When terrorism takes place in the United States or Europe, the terrorists are immediately represented as absolute evil, which of course they are. But when it's Russia, the Western media are willing to entertain causes, justifications. Is there some reason? Are they oppressed?
Or over at Fox News, hijack the tragedy to garner support for U.S. foreign policy.
The Russians have themselves a serious Islamic terrorist problem, and it just won't go away.
Is that going to help us in places like Iran, get more Russian cooperation with al-Qaeda, Afghanistan, things like that? Are they going to wise up and help us a little bit?
Iran? What Mr. No Spin Zone does Iran have to do with Monday's deadly bombing in Moscow? Russia, a key U.S. ally in the Afghan war, has remained a key player in the transshipment of goods to the war-torn region. A fact Mr. O'Reilly neglected to mention.
In his view, Russia is bad because they don't automatically support the U.S. in all of our foreign policy decisions. So he's trying to use this, manipulate this, to anger his viewers, to get them upset with Russia.
Other U.S. commentators didn't bother clarifying their facts.
They've recently taken their attacks into the heart of Russia, to transportation hubs and cultural centers in Moscow and elsewhere.
CNN may not know that terrorist attacks in the heart of Russia date back to 1999, when a series of apartment bombings took place in Moscow, preempting the Second Chechen War. One of many reasons Moscow was warning the U.S. about threats of Islamic terrorists before 9/11.
If this, in fact, was...
Following Monday's attack, U.S. media outlets flipped the fear-mongering switch, warning about a possible destabilization of the Caucasus region.
And the price of oil, the worldwide price of oil, which is already high, could get even higher.
And as Russian President Dmitry Medvedev prepared to head to the World Economic Forum in Davos, a Fox talking head warned the world about more deadly attacks on the horizon.
I'm sure that terrorists are already in place in Davos. Whether they make an incident occur, the Swiss police are very tough, is problematic. But they've been there every year for the past several years, and my guess is they'll try something of some nature.
Within 24 hours of the deadly bombings in Moscow, the mainstream media in the U.S. spun the story in several different directions, from fear to frantic analysis. Many American reports failed to deliver the facts of a story where the investigation has only just begun. Marina Portnaya, RT, New York.